quality. I guess I can lower the source quality. Hey, there we go. Now we gotta find where we are again. See, this is the thing that sucks about Twitch is I can't like do the. There's none of the 5-second arrow keys. Anyway, so back to this. You hit him with you'll go fair nair and it hits him because he full hopped in response to your approach. I don't know why, but I like this little cross up here. That's fine. You get hit on his landing, so he's landing very aggressively into you already, and you're kind of approaching him aggressively. And then roll back, and we're stuttering again. I can't do anything. My mouse won't move. Wow. Jeez. Okay. I'm gonna close down my trap bot too, just cause like I can't properly analyze this if it's not responding well to my pauses. Okay, so now neutral's effectively reset somehow, and but you don't have stage control again. And then there's the full hop again, and this time he catches it, and he catches the cross up, and then you dash forward committally towards Fox. So like you jump over him, you jump full hop again, and I don't know the Fox, but if I were the Fox, like I'd be like, oh, he's doing this thing again. He's gonna end up on the other side of me. He's gonna do something committal because last time you did side B, and then you dash forward, and he just stuffs it. And his punish is kind of ass. Like I don't know what dash tech fair is, but yeah, against a better Fox, that would definitely be that'd be a ton of damage. So I noticed that come out a lot. The full hop. It seems like you don't really like full hopping in this matchup, and at the way you are right now, like after to like bait isn't good unless you're trying to bait out like a shield grab or something super non-committal and then land with an up air. I don't like this. I'm gonna see this a lot too. Down air. So the objective when Fox is off stage is ultimately to get him to Firefox. That is the end all be all goal. And I don't think down air is like a good move to use in this situation because he's already side being on stage. There's so many other options. Like you can just slap him with forward tilt. You can literally just slap him and reset the situation. The objective is down air is after you get him to Firefox vertically. And then you practice that in training mode and you execute on it so that he loses a stock every time. And that's really how you use down air in the matchup. Because the trajectory he's going at, he's either going to go to ledge, in which case you 2-frame him, and I saw you do that later. Or he's going to end up on stage and then you pivot F tilt or something. This doesn't do anything for you except for get you punished. And I'm going to talk about that interaction for a little bit. I would go back a little bit, but I can't. So you, actually I'll see it again soon, I think. Yeah, there's a jump. The same thing, you end up on the other side of him, commit with something, and you attack here again in disadvantage. You did that with a Nair over here, and in this matchup, so we only have one move that's safe on shield, and it's landing fair, which you go for here, but like if I just see a tendency so far that you're always at the same trajectory above him because of your tendency to jump around Fox, and then and that's fine if you're gonna try and bait him, but then you're landing into him with these aerials on his shield that aren't safe, and Fox he's just stuffing out all the buttons you're pressing afterwards. That sort of gameplay is fine if you don't press the button afterwards and you wait for them to do something, but you're not waiting for him to do anything. That's a good landing. Yeah, you can't punish that, unfortunately. Landing hit. That was a good recognition to reset to neutral and go to ledge there. But then you get ledge trapped a little bit here, and then it starts to look kind of bad. Like, oh yeah, now I'm at 116 on town against Fox, but there's a good landing. It saves you. Side B, and there's that down air again. Like, look where he is. You don't need to kill him there. You just need to get him back off stage, and then you can kill him if he's off stage because it's Fox. even if you have to like uppy him into the stage, at least force him to tech here. He's actually getting back to stage for free because you're like going for that. You're going for the most committal and like there's no risk in it, yeah, but you're just like you're not getting anything off of it. You can do so much less committal stuff and still get rewarded. Because think about it, if he has to side B into you a bunch of times, or if you're able to consistently down tilt him, he's gonna take so much damage, or he's gonna have to up B. And up B is when you kill him. But he does actually get punished for that. I didn't notice that, but I think he could have done. Yeah, see, once again, just a little. Like it doesn't need to be that. And here, like, no, so I saw down throw fair there. That was good. And then you finally catch on to that. He's gonna do the high side V again and hit him with Nair. It kills him, so I don't really have any issue with it. But definitely not my choice of move. But hey, it worked. Saying I like going to the ledge there. Sour Bear. Nah, Fox Fouls too fast. That's a tough one. If you gotten Sweet Spot, you could have gotten a lot more off of that. That was really interesting counter I liked. Okay, yeah, so Fox falls out of that. Optimal percent follow up, he grabbed it at like 8 would be down throw, down tilt, side B. It's specific to Fox actually. And yeah, that's a punish. You messing up that. So he does the same exact thing now, and this is what I believe separates like lower level Royce from the mid high level Royce, is that you need to start and it's hard to articulate this. I don't know to the degree that you do it. You have to start watching and like seeing what his habits are and his defensive habits, and then conditioning the bad ones. So now he's done this twice, but you've also done it twice. Like been at this sort of trajectory above, and then tried to land with something really ballsy. And his move of choice seems to be down air. As a Roy main myself, what I would do in response to this is I'd wait. I'd poke and prod at him, or like I'd wait for either like a down air out of shield or a down air in this sort of situation, and like maybe raw back air that, or like Nair through Nair into fair into another Nair, like with bad DI, kill him off of that Nair. But now, yeah, he's in the corner, and I'm already seeing some corner habits, like jumping out of shield. He does another one where you hit him twice on shield, and like I knew he was gonna roll, and then you didn't punish it. See, I liked that a lot more. Once again, forward tilt probably is a better option there, just because like the timing is so much less strict, and he ends up in the same positional. Now he would have died off that. He would end up in bad positioning, but not dead. But you don't need to kill him there. Like you can hit him and then kill him later, because he has to go. He either has to keep side being into you, and then like on paper you should just kid him every time. I know that's hard, but if he makes it to ledge, he makes it to ledge, and then you have a chance to ledge trap. That was better pressure. I really liked that. So that was like a good example of how you use short hops to approach, or like full. If you're gonna approach with full hops, that's how you do it. Like you did a little whiff, but it wasn't unpunished. Well, it was punishable, but you would really had to commit to it, and so it was kind of smart. That's actually exactly how I approach this matchup in terms of approaching using that style. I liked the back air, then the falling forward air, which would have been safe on shield if it hit because you timed it right. That doesn't hit him either, and then you catch the committal dash, and then he's in a tech situation. You guessed wrong, which is unfortunate. You can cover, so like that's the right flow chart. I've talked about this before. If you can cover roll and tech in place regardless of where he is, but it's super easy to cover because he's at the ledge. You can cover 2 of 3 options with dash tech, which wouldn't have killed him here because you have no rage, but in most situations it might have, especially if you tech rolled out, because then that's a DI trap. But you chose the high risk high reward option, which is fine. I'm not sure if that would have killed him either though, because he's going cross stage and you have 0 rage. So in that situation, that's like a very like be aware of your percent. I would have gone for this because I don't think he died it either, and this one gets you in an edge card position. Hey Zachy, what's up? Okay. Yeah, so that one would have put you in a very advantageous situation. Whereas this one, yeah, it does a lot of damage, but it doesn't really kill him. There's the full hop again. high level fox would have that scouted by now, and you'd be getting really punished for that. So work on. It's hard to find ways to approach with this character, but you don't need to approach. My point is, you don't really need to approach him right now in this situation, because he can't. You're at a % lead where he can't laser chip at you to get the lead back. He has to run and gun, but he does have to commit in some fashion, and then the matchup becomes like very knowing what's safe on your shield, knowing what's not, knowing what's punishable. And if he starts jumping at you at a little higher %, like, you could start up being, which I wouldn't recommend, but like it's an option, it's there, but you're still full hopping like a lot, and then trying to stuff his options out of shield. Okay, that was a time for up air. That was pretty good shield pressure. See, like, you switch off and on with it. Okay, yeah, it was a panic and smash. And then the attacking from disadvantage. I heard something come out. But yeah, you don't want to do that against Fox. Against Fox, every time you get hit to the air, you're pretty much gonna have to retreat to ledge, and you know, do your best, or like really have a nice crisp landing with a wave bounce or something like that. I'm trying to let you get out of that situation. Then now here he starts pressing the A button a lot to box with you. Okay, this is probably your biggest mistake of this entire game. There is no reason. He's at the ledge by fairing that. I'm not sure what it was. If it was a misinput or whatever. Now you literally took, like, I don't care. I'm not super anal about ledge trapping, like most Roys are. I don't care what you ledge trap with, as long as you cover at least one option. That covered 0 options other than like get or jump from ledge, but you don't need to have so much forward velocity if you're covering jump from ledge. And Nair works better anyway because it does more damage. That's usually why Nair is so pervasive in ledge trapping situations, because it just does so much damage. But now he's ledge trapping you. How do I feel about that smash? Your strategy was working, right? When you executed it well with the hopping around his shield and waiting for him to drop something. So it's good in that sense, but you never really, like, if he wasn't falling for it, it wouldn't have worked, and I don't see the capacity for you to try something else. Yeah, anyway. But I think this was your worst game, honestly, out of all the ones I watched of this set. Because it was just a lot of that, and it was like it worked, and if it didn't, it didn't matter. You just kept going for it. The full hop into stuff like a dash forward, or... we go back to town. I think every single game of the set's played on town. Alright, so exact same approach. And this time you tomahawk him, which I think is actually very... like, that might be one of your smartest plays. Now, this is the situation where you're allowed to dare. Once again, I see a lot of Roys go for this, like, do the ledge thingy. Only do this if you like... This is a wasted edge guard unless you've labbed this out and studied it, and like if you can get this like 49 times out of 50, and not even 9 times out of 10. If you can get this 49 times out of 50, because so many characters, and especially a lot of the top tiers, can punish you from the landing leg of just doing this and fucking it up. Like, you really, really need to get this every single time if you're doing it. And it doesn't even kill him yet, like, which is crazy, because down air kills Fox at like 13. Off stage. Excuse me. You have time. Run off blazer, run off back air. Like, I saw this and I was like, oh, he better get this, or I'm gonna like call him out on it. And yet, there's so many characters in the game that can actually punish you from that lag. I like going up with DB, and then there's that down air again. He's literally landing into you at down air in about 3 times, and you just need to be able to recognize stuff like that. And here we are again in this exact same situation. You're full hopping at him. He scouts the tomahawk that time. I don't know what that back air was. The jump away I'm okay with, and then he does catch you. You go for the same exact option to get back to center stage, so just the run off fast fall. He does catch it that time. And then you land with a fair on his shield. That's safe though, so you get the punish. But like I said, even if it is safe and it's like the only safe move we have, if the person knows the right matchup, they're gonna know it's coming, and like you're still landing into their shield. All it takes is a roll behind, a dash attack with this character. Fox will just tear you up if you do that sort of thing. You have to mix it up. Landing down air again. And you almost got vortexed. And yeah, air dodge there was not. You could have drifted a little bit further out, but I think that was a misinput, so. Yeah, jump. Doing ledge trap again. Okay, once again. He's already side being on the stage. F tilt or dash back pivot F smash, and he's dead. He's actually dead at this percent, but you allowed him to live there. Like it doesn't need to be that flashy. It just doesn't. And he actually goes to ledge this time. This is a much more respectable option because you're now in a really good position to trap his ledge get up option. And I don't know what happened, but you're okay. I don't know how you got out there, but once again, just really, really bad. And it's the same exact situation we saw last game. He's now ledge trapping you, and yeah, and he's been doing a good job of it too. Like considering what I've seen from this Fox, he doesn't seem super good, but he was doing a pretty good job from it. And then you jump up counter or something, some really hard mix up, and he's just gonna scout it. And I'm surprised he doesn't kill you there. A little bit of nerves coming out from that recovery. Now he's grabbing you, and that's a really bad landing right there. You can't land there. You can't jump above stages, Roy. You can't double jump above stages, Roy, and like not have some sort of crazy mix-up coming out. If you miss inputs, I think you're a little nervous here. Yeah, definitely landing up there. That's one of my bad habits. So just like land with that move all the time. So now you're doing a little better. I think you're fishing for Nair 1. But just a little bit of the mix-up is like welcome. That was a good fair safe on shield, but once again, it's the same exact option he's seen already. He's gonna know how to do about it. Then we return back to the rising forward airs on shield. I know you're trying to do the IASA frames when you short hop, but those only work if like once you test those and they don't work, you gotta stop doing them because that's more like a Roy matchup experience kind of thing. Or if you do them, you have to retreat back immediately, and it's just like you're poking shield to see what they do out of shield. That was a really good tech chase. Once again, you can cover tech in place and dash and roll back with your dash tech, but I liked that a lot. Although I'm surprised you rolled back after the short hop. You put yourself in disadvantage automatically by double jumping while you had invincibility, and then you landed with a committal aerial. And my mouse is frozen. There we go. Yeah, you're gonna take some damage here. And go into ledge again, and same exact situation we saw. He does a dumb, like, that was a really good string. I like that a lot. That was pretty much what you're supposed to do against Fox. And let's see. Okay, so you do land differently that time. That was a really crisp. He way overcommitted. I don't know where he thought you were going, because I would have like covered this, because that seems to be the zone you're going for. And yeah, so landing back here, that's fine. Does the same exact tech back. Yeah, I don't know if you guys play each other often, but I'm surprised like you knew to look for that and that he did it. And he goes low. Oh, that's great. That was a good ledge trump. I liked it. And but then you kind of like your positioning was a little off. So like if you get the trump, it's hard to say because I messed it up a lot. But if you get the trump, and they should always get back right after, like always. It's just true. Nice side B. Yeah, I like the variation there, and you're covering roll, but like way out there. I don't know. Like you don't need to cover a roll like that. You can literally just turn around and grab. Or if you want something that hits a little harder, just go for the F smash. If you really think, if you have that hard read scouted and you're committing, like dash attack and F smash are about equally committal moves. So if you're gonna hard read the roll, you better just pivot F smash him. If you really want to go for it, and you really believe you have it. Otherwise, you can just nair, turn around, and then cover his roll with the grab. And I think down throw would have been better here, but forward throw's fine. Gets him off stage. And yeah, see, it just doesn't need to be that committal. You forward tilt here will hit him every time. And I'm gonna keep saying that because And then you do the same weird mix-up and it works. So, just a really all-around weird game. One thing I did notice is he's down airing less than your shield. But, how'd you kill him? You got him off the tech chase, then there's like a crazy mix-up, so... Like, I don't think either one of you outplayed the other that game, to be honest. So... I'm gonna drop, oh, you do have the YouTube VOD. Okay. Oh, it's still super long. No, that's okay. I'm already in here anyway. So Town City again. I don't. So I guess this is the best of 5. I don't know what round this was, but once again Tomahawk. Like I just keep seeing the same setups, and there's no. Like. I don't know how you place, but I can assume that basically you kind of keep going until these little tricks stop working, and then you run into a player that is just kind of can scout habits or like adapt, and then it doesn't go so well. And yeah, I'm just gonna end up repeating myself here. That back air shouldn't have worked. You got it, but landing aerial from disadvantage, really bad idea as Roy, unless it's a really well spaced fair or an up air on certain characters. Once again, that was a little better, but forward tilt, just like because you're not F smash isn't gonna kill him either. Landing down air. That's better. That's better. That was better pressure. I don't like the second fair, but the first one was fine. And he starts pressing. Yeah, this is where he starts pressing the A button a lot against you. Landing there. Your landing was better. You didn't throw an aerial, and he sat in shield waiting for it, and then you stuffed him from down air for pressing a button. But optimally you would have wanted to just grab him there once you realized that like, oh, he's waiting for the aerial, but that's fine too. Good follow up. I like that. I don't know why you couldn't get that second fair. I would try in that situation down throw fair into a nair with C-stick, and you're gonna attack here. Yep. And now you've overcommitted, and he can get back to stage for free. And no, you didn't attack that time. You're attacking from disadvantage here. Yeah, he likes to up smash in that situation, and he does this against you. Oh no. And yeah, this is where the game. This is why you lose this game. That F smash was bad because that's mental damage. So a player like me, I really hate to see Royce do that sort of thing, where it's like you just like you're up 2-0 on him. He's gonna sit in the shield. He's gonna be like terrified, right? Because he's like, oh, I want to close this out. He's dead. No. Now he's playing. Look how like more impatient he's playing. I say as he down airs again. But you stuff it out that time. Approaching with nair is not good. If you do, you better cross it up. But I haven't seen. I've literally only seen you approach with fair so far. Whether it's like not to say that all your approaches haven't been. They haven't all been good, but some of them have been good. But it's always the same approaching style. Now too committal. Now he's back. He's back to stage, and you should have gotten punished for that. Fox has options to punish. Nice anti-air. So that was like probably the first good example. Like, but that's the thing is it took you too long to recognize it. Around 2 or 3 times, you just gotta start keeping track in your head. Like, how did I get hit? Like, what hit me here? Why he was in disadvantage? Why isn't he dead now? Like, you gotta ask yourself literally questions like that. Like, he was in disadvantage. I'm Roy. Why isn't he dead? And then you figure out what they do in defense. I'm surprised. Oh yeah, you couldn't finish that. It's really nice. That was kind of. I guess that was kind of smart because I'm just happy you didn't try and attack him from disadvantage. That was a good retreat. That was really good. I approve of that a lot. The fade back. So you recognize that, like, okay, he's gonna cover that same exact side of the platform again. So I'm gonna, instead of attacking him, I'm actually just gonna retreat, go to ledge, and then hit him with Nair from ledge. And that's exactly what I would have done in that situation actually. And then another back air from landing. He doesn't punish you though because he picks the wrong option. Jab would have done fine. Down air on shield. I suck at knowing when to punish that move too, but like, it shouldn't even be hitting you at this point. You should just be stuffed. Every time he goes to the air, it's literally to do that. Okay, so that situation, you hit a shield twice and you started rolling. I check for that every single time I play a game. Like, that is the first habit I check for. I don't even look for it. I'll throw it like an pivot F tilt, like something not so committal, and just to see if it happens, and then I'll punish it every time. But I don't expect you to like just know how to do it, but that's something definitely to look out for. Usually 1 or 2 hits on shield, everyone rolls back at low level. That's literally how I got through pools at like every tournament I've ever been to. And we're lagging stream again. Here, that looks. That was much better. I like the ISA cancel, and this Nair I think is safe. You're retreating a little bit. Yeah, but then you just press too many buttons after. Like, you can wait, and he rolled back. He's gonna roll back anyway in this situation. Like, if he's rolling back from the button pressing, you just have to wait for it, and then you punish him. You get him with a dash attack or like a side B, and then he's DIing out. He's DIing poorly, and then you kill him. And yeah, no, just side B. I don't care that this clanked. It's still a bad option. You're still like out. Look where you are. You're just dead. This is a bad spot to be in. I am all for going off stage. I didn't know how to ledge trap until about like 3 or 4 months ago. I swear to God. But if you're gonna go off stage, it's gotta be smart, and it's gotta be nuanced. It can't be the same edge guard every time. So yeah, that game, he just kind of did the same exact thing you did last game. You just capitalized on the mistakes you made better than you capitalized on the mistakes he made. Work on pivot elf tilting then. What did you use to smash tech? I think I'll do your Mario set too. I haven't taken a look at any of that, but this is going a lot quicker than I thought it would. When I take notes, I take forever. Like I think I did a best of 5 set, and I did like a 3-hour analysis of it when I took notes. But that was Bayonetta versus something else. So. Okay, so I didn't see this game. I think because after watching the two of you, I was like, okay, they're just gonna fair, and you're gonna fair. A few mix-ups here and there, nothing too spooky, and he's just gonna dare into shield and look for high-level conversions on fast followers. That was interesting. I didn't know that would work. Nair, approaching with Nair. You're not that bad about it, actually. Like, twice in a set so far isn't too bad. And, I like that you covered normal get-up. Like, if you don't know what to do in a ledge trapping situation, covering normal get-up's the way to go. Seasick. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about C-Stick, Tilt Stick, A plus B smash for a little bit. I would get off the C-Stick immediately, if not for anything but Seasick Ner. Like, I don't know if I've explained the benefits of Seasick Ner before in the Roy chat. Seasick Ner is so important because it is optimal in the sense that Roy's airspeed is one of his greatest features, but his air acceleration is like one of the most awful in the game. So once he gets going in a direction, it's really hard for him to stop. Seasick Ner allows you to nair without taking your hand off the control stick, meaning you get the maximum air velocity, and it's perfect for cross-ups and nair ones. It also allows you to fast fall the aerial on the same frame that it comes out if you hold down on the control stick. So you can go max speed, cross up, fast fall the nair on the frame at the first frame it comes out, and end up on the other side of someone's shield. And if you end up hitting them with it, up tilt will kill them at 110. Seasick Ner it's also really good for ledge get-ups because you get the maximum distance off of them, and it's really hard to punish Nair from ledge in that situation unless you have a read on it. I don't use so pivot F smashing becomes harder, becomes very nuanced timing without C-Stick to smash, and what I use to circumvent this is A plus B to smash, because it allows for easier pivots and carries forward some of your momentum, so you'll do a little slide. And the way I do this is I'll actually show you on a controller right now. So what I do is, this is probably like A plus B to smash is definitely my thing, but you definitely should switch to tilt sticks for Seasick Ners, and you'll throw out less random F smashes and smash attacks. It'll help your overall gameplay, I think. But yeah, that's the point, is that like those nairs and jabs are helpful. I don't care about C-Stick jab except for you can do it out of shield. But A plus B, like even if you don't switch to I switched to A plus B to smash tag before I switched to tilt stick, and the reason is that so what I do is I wedge my thumb in between these two buttons right here, the A plus B, and what you do is you wedge them in between, and then you tilt the direction, and you'll pivot F smash on standing. So like if you're running forward, like if you run forward and then just wedge your thumb in between A and B button and then change directions, it'll pivot automatically. You don't need to time it. You just don't. It also works with up smash, but you use Y plus A instead of A plus B. It's jump cancel up smash. Jump cancel up smash is left optimal though, because like you'll end up getting, if you try it, like if you play a character like Fox where short hop up air is like fast and nuanced timing, then you'll get jump cancel up smash a lot, but Roy doesn't too much. If you have trouble playing with tilt stick, it means, so what that means is that if you're getting nairs and jabs, it means you're doing the C-Stick at a 45-degree angle instead of like the direction you want, because that's how you get this. That's how you get the nair. I go down at a 45-degree angle because it's just like, I don't know. Usually I'm going forward and down when I'm nair oneing into like a confirm. So that's just the direction that works for me. It just makes sense in my head. I know a lot of people that go like forward and up though, because it makes your thumb closer to the other buttons. But I would definitely recommend A plus B to smash, at least if you're having trouble punishing that, because it'll allow for super easy pivots. And I can show you a few examples of me doing that in tournament, if I had the time to find them. But we're gonna work through your sets for a little bit first. So yeah, that's my spiel about A plus B smash and tilt sticks. With this character, like it's not a question. With this character, tilt stick is the way to go. It's just, there's so many benefits that doing it is just suboptimal without it, because his airspeed is so good, but he can't change direction. Okay. Is that a nair approach? Yeah, it is. And then yeah, so 2 bad habits in a row, you're gonna get hard punished. Or you should have been. I've seen a lot of jump from ledges and then an attack immediately after. Yeah, you haven't been able to kill him once. No, you have killed him once. You killed him once with Nair, and that's been it. But you've had so many other opportunities to just end his stock. Another fair on shield. Should die for that. Yep. That was really unfortunate, actually. I really think that's why you won this game, from what I can see so far. And yeah, he's a little nervous. More habits coming out. Nah, that's really the only instance all set he's been off stage. You shouldn't be able to kill him there. That should be death. I know I'm super critical, but that's just because like there's, I don't know. It's set analysis. So it is. Another dare. And let me see if I can predict what you're gonna do. You're gonna fair him. Yep. And he taunts you. I don't know why. I don't know. Like, this is just devolving into very sloppy play, to be quite honest. I don't really have a comment on this. Nah, that was pretty good. I liked that. But it looks like you didn't have the pivot down, because if you did A plus B smash, you'd end up here when you turned around and pivoted, and that'd actually kill him. And yeah, you were just fishing. And you've covered that like 3 times now. He's not gonna roll that way. Or if he does, he's dumb. Yeah, this is spooky. This is spooky now. Another fair. Getting punished for it. Not too hard though. Now you're short hopping around his shield a lot. That's gotta suck. Actually. Now your Roy basically comes down to like 3 different scenarios, and I know what you're gonna do in every single one of them just from watching you play like 2 or 3 games. At low percent, when you're feeling like comfortable, you full hop, and then sometimes you bait and sometimes you don't. But your baits aren't like, they're decent, but nothing too crazy or that like top tiers can't punish. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, you do not have to. I chase a lot though, because as who I am as a player. But I'm often reminded in matchups like this that you have the percent lead. You do not have to chase him. He has to come to you. So when you're comfortable, full hop fair antics on shield. You're trying to stay safe with that. Trying to do ISA stuff. Get rid of it. Just play smart, play reactionary, and like slow it down. Roy is very hot cold. It's like a flip of a switch. You play very reactionary, very patiently, very like watch. Like, you gotta think of yourself as like a predatory cat. Like, the first part of playing as Roy is a lot of stalking and waiting and watching. And then when you have the option scouted and they do it and they're scared, then you explode and you get all the crazy punishes and all that. You don't play that way in neutral. You don't press buttons in neutral, especially against top tiers and especially against your bad matchups. You just don't. And it's really hard to learn to play that way with this character, because it's really fun to press his buttons. So that's what you do when you're comfortable. When you're antsy, you short hop and fish for Nair 1, or you basically throw a F smash, guessing if you either guess if they crossed up and F smash that way, or you guess in a non cross up and then you're gonna F smash that way. It's very much how I used to play, like about a year and a half ago. And then when you're in disadvantage but not like pressed, like if you're on an upper platform or whatever, that's actually when your best decision making happens, because you have some like decent landing tech. Like, I saw a few pretty good wave bounce side Bs in there, but that, once again, you're in disadvantage. So that would be the only position I'd really consider you very much of a threat, because you seem kind of slippery, and I haven't seen some bad options come out from you, except like you did one bad. I think you only got punished once when you were in like non-press disadvantage trying to land, and that's fine against Fox. Fox is really good against that, but everything else is just kind of predictable. And like, to be aggressive with him, with Roy, like, I play aggressive. I'm probably the most aggressive Roy you'll ever meet. That plays at like a mid to high level, and it's only because I've really taken my shield pressure in a way that I apply a lot of steer pressure. I do a ton of whiffs with different aerials. Oh man, yeah, I'm kind of going off right now, my bad. But I do a lot of pseudo pressure. You know, actually, here, let's take a look. Let's take a look at like. I hate to plug myself, but we could even watch Flo do it. No, Flo, because if you want to, you play like. I would highly recommend. So Roy's to watch. I would recommend watching Flo. Flo plays if you like full hopping around your opponent's shield and baiting them out of shield and stuffing any committal buttons. Flo is a master of that. He will bait you out of shield. He'll land with an up air. He'll switch to claw grip in the middle of his up air, which is insane, and then he'll just execute the craziest punish on you. If you like playing reactionary and getting all the percent at ledge, Spark or Goliath is the Roy to watch out for. And if you like pseudo pressure, if you like pressuring shield and pressing buttons, I'd say Levi or myself. We play the character in a dumb way, but it works out sometimes. But I'm gonna find a little example of pseudo pressure for me. So actually, I know where to look. Hyper is very fundamental, by the way. Okay. There. Is this the 3, yeah? Yeah, it was. No, it's not, actually.
Alrighty.
There we go. So I know the window isn't really great at all, but I want to highlight. I pointed this out to another Roy I'm teaching right now, but this situation I'm very proud of. So like, I'm kind of self-plug. I'm not self-plugging. This is actually like a really good example of like pseudo pressure in neutral state. Okay, so this is Minus. He's playing Yoshi, right? He's on this platform on Lilat. And I want to pressure him. I want to attack his shield and figure out his. I know I have scouted. This is game 3. I've scouted some defensive habits. I know he likes to roll out of shield, and he likes to jump sometimes. So, this I go and hit him with a safe aerial that crosses him up. Right. This is fair. It's safe on shield, and landing fair is safe on shield. My apologies. Only landing fair. But he's not gonna be able to punish this unless he has some crazy like out of shield tech with up B. But I'm like not thinking that in depth. I'm just playing a match. This is safe in my head. This is not the okay. So he actually does go out for out of shield up tilt. So this is a pretty good punish option or on a shield option for Yoshi. But I'm already away from him. This is not the hit he's supposed to be afraid of. And neither is that. I know he's gonna get hit by that up air if he does an out of shield option. But the up air is not what he's gonna be afraid of. He's gonna get hit by something, and he's then gonna do his defensive option. So this is all setting up for him to roll back, or like. He doesn't get the chance to roll back, but I think he would have. So that's a little exchange right there that I'm really proud of, and I show a lot because it illustrates how Roy can apply pressure on shield and force his opponents to do something. Because there's the hit that forces the out of shield reaction. There's the pseudo. I call it a pseudo hit because it doesn't really threaten him at all. It's a landing up air sour. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to put him in any sort of danger.
Playing very aggressively and putting in as much.
And there's the hit that forces the defensive option. And I think roll was coming out there. So that's just a little tiny example of what I mean when I say pseudo pressure. So we can move on to the Mario set because you lose that one. And I want to see how you deal, because I want to point out I have a feeling that I know how you're going to react in situations where you're like getting messed up, and I want to point those out because I've only seen you kind of even so far. I haven't seen what your panic buttons are, because then we can identify what your like habitual options are. Are you from Belgium or Germany? I'm curious now. I know Spark knows some German. And I hope this is helping. Mario. Okay. I'm gonna turn up the video quality because we're not lagging anymore. Okay, hold on. I missed like all of that because I was messing around with the quality stuff. Okay. Okay, so I can already see a little bit of an adjustment in recognition that you're playing Mario. See that's pretty good, actually. I like how you're playing neutral right now. You just had a little bit of an overextension, and that's gonna just murder you against Mario. Unfortunately. Oh, he didn't really know to follow up that well. So this Mario, like, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I don't know if you're in grands or whatever, but Mario can punish you harder than that off of a neutral loss, unless you're SDIing really well. But I don't think you will. That's usually the percent where Mario switches it up. You will take 70, or you should take 70. But be aware of that. What is trying to open up right now? Are you kidding me? Do I have to turn this back down again? Okay, I guess we're going back to 480. Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna go back to the beginning of this. I missed a ton. So I don't know how you end up on Smashville platform. That's fine. I like that Nair. But then you advance a little bit too far here. Because you don't know. And maybe you do. Maybe you've played him before. I think this is fine. Good perfect shield to turn around, and that's actually like safe if he crosses you up. Like that was a really good cross up on his end actually. And yeah, Nair's gonna get you grabbed, and hypothetically you should be at 70 for this at 0. And back air, and then you approach with Nair, and all he has to do is he could have dashed back or he could have just dashed back grabbed you. Yeah, I'm not in love with that landing. That was a good landing. F smash? Okay. He doesn't know it yet, but that was something you did a lot in the last set. Is like, oh, I landed right next to you. You're gonna like try and dash out a shield. I might use that. I like that, but F smash maybe not. Maybe not something so committal. Went up to challenge him. You were way high up there. That was a much better. Landing area, but you traded with him because Mario's ridiculous sometimes. And is he dead? No, not yet. Lots of jumping from ledge. I would have already had that scouted now as a Mario. Good landing. Good anti-air. I like up tilt a lot in this matchup. Up tilt's pretty good. Oh, you almost died. And yeah. Okay, so basically you played that okay. If I see more jumps from ledge, I'm gonna get nervous for you. But maybe it's a hard mix-up to like get him to punish that and then like come out later. But just one, like Mario's so dangerous that way. Like literally one anti button press kind of kills you. I wouldn't go for up B unless it's like last hit, unless you know you're not gonna survive another neutral interaction. Up B will kill him, and he jumps a lot in neutral. He's not jumping a lot in neutral. You're the one doing all the jumping. And grab. I don't know how that happened though. No, just you can't land disadvantage. You gotta go to ledge. And look, you're already out of this game, pretty much. Yeah. You actually just. I mean, I want to see how you got grabbed there. Actually. So there's this. That's a. Yeah, maybe there aren't so many wave bounces there. I like that. I'm gonna start using that actually. I'm gonna steal that. Yeah, back there. I think you did. You counter there? If so. Why can't I pause? Hello. No windows. Go away. Yeah, like that. You okay? So you went out pretty high to like chase him. In this matchup, it's better to hover along the ground and wait for his landing, because he has to land versus you or go to ledge. You really can't chase that high. Yeah, you're dead for that. It's better to like kind of short hop and like hover around. Yeah, see there it is again. That's why you got grabbed. So you can tell you're on C-Stick actually. I don't think I've seen you use F-Tilt yet. Wow, that's actually bonkers. You have not used F-Tilt. Yeah, you have not used F-Tilt. I think F-Tilt is one of Roy's top 3. No, let's see. Yeah, it's top 5 button. It's a top 5 button for sure. Your normal's kill, bro. You don't need your smash attacks. You really don't. F smash is better for like high risk, high reward stuff. I'm just seeing a lot of it, and it's like, yeah, he caught on after one interaction that like, oh, he's gonna land next to my shield and I'm gonna dash at him, because that's your objective in the matchup, is to get Mario to dash and try and take space from you. You did it well over here, but it was with F smash. It should have been a grab, because then you get stage positioning and about as much damage if you can punish well. And if Mario dashes forward and you like aren't sure about the F smash, swat at him with F tilt. You should take 70 here. You don't, but you land on shield and squander another opportunity, and that's why you die here. Like if you take 27 from a Mario, like that's a blessing. You should be on it. You should be out of there. Like I don't care what it takes, just get out of there. And you came in and tried to attack his shield. And that's a sign of frustration and just like he's beating you mentally. And I have a lot of Mario sets under my belt. I would recommend watching me versus Zafros. I can link you very like an amount of sets that you don't even know what to do with, but and that's not because I body him or he bodies me. That's just like fundamentally how the matchup is played at a high level. Sometimes when I decide I want to play it the right way, and then usually he beats me for it because I'm uncomfortable playing it super reactionary and super patiently. But yeah, Lyrex versus Zafros. That's probably the matchup I have the most experience in is this one. Okay, so another dash forward. Okay, that was a good nair. Bottom dashing forward, and then forward throw. Was that forward throw side B? That should have been true. Work on that in training mode. It's true on the entire cast. You see, my framing of this like now is that you shouldn't even been in disadvantage there because you got a forward throw. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That was a good option. The down tilt there. Why can't I pause? Alright, I might switch over to the YouTube mirror you sent me. This is annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna switch over to the YouTube mirror that I got sent because Twitch is being irritating. Oh yeah, that was the one time I saw it. Yeah, I think F tilt, your grounded normals are some of the best in the game in terms of like speed and power. Like your F tilt kills around when most characters smash attacks do, and your up tilt kills even earlier than that. Your up tilt kills around 110, so I think it's a very good option. Roy's grounded normals are very good, very good. Discord would open. That'd be great. Okay, well, in the meantime, we'll wait for it. never mind. Fight Club Wednesday. Discord would just open. I could get this up for you, but it won't open for whatever reason. Could you whisper it to me on Twitch? Please and thank you. There we go. Sorry about that, everybody. I was getting really irritated with that because I couldn't go back at all. And just make sure that this is... It's okay. This is better. Mario! Yeah, it's much better. Mario. I like the way he says Mario. Yeah, look at that. Now I can do this. Nice. No, this is game one still. Okay, kills everyone. Dead. What is he banning against you, I wonder? That's a good Nair. Yeah, you should be disadvantaged there. Yeah, now he's caught under your jumping habit, your full hopping habit. You're getting grabbed for it. Good punish on the overextension there with Flare Blade. And can I not pause with spacebar now? Okay. Let's go back. That was good. So down tilt on shield. That was a good down tilt on shield. They can punish that at that distance, but be ready for it. And then the overextension, good shield. And then you're dropping shield really quickly. I think you're afraid of the grab. Oh, he should be dead for that. Why didn't you go forward? That would have killed him. Actually, I think. And, wow. Okay, he's really going in on you right now. I saw the F smash coming out. That's a prop. That's exactly the situation where up tilt's or if F tilt's better. He's dashing forward. You've done like that's your neutral objective is to get him to dash forward right there, right? And F smash happens. F tilt would have just worked better. And he's off stage again. And you have there's another F smash coming out. I can see it now. You're getting really antsy. And it's fine to be antsy. It's fine to get nervous, but you can't like do your most committal option in your kit when it happens. Now you have double landing. Fancy Roy stuff. I don't know what the fair was. And that's where you got Nair 1 and then you did side B, which it works, but you got lucky, I think. That's tough luck though. I don't know why you didn't throw anything out, but like that was good positioning. I would have been in that position too. And he yeah, you just get now you're short hopping again, looking for a Nair 1 stuff, and has he played you before? It looks like he's played you before, and he knows what you're gonna go for. Or he's really smart in this matchup. And why did YouTube freeze? Okay. This is unpunishable. Yeah. Surprised he didn't catch that jump out of shield. That should be a grab there. I'm just seeing the same mistakes. That was a grounded normal. Yeah, you're very nervous. Play the matchup more, play a lot of friendlies, I guess. Just some really, really bad habits. I dropped the input. Yeah. I mean, it happens to everybody, but you're just getting outplayed. And it hurts to hear sometimes, and I get it, but there's ways to work around it. You're not playing the matchup particularly badly, I don't think. In the moments where you're, like, the small moments where you're comfortable and you're swinging, you're pressing the right buttons, but as soon as you get put into disadvantage, it just is, like, you look lost. Like, here, you're doing, that's fine. That's really good, actually. And that's a good pivot grab. Once again, looking fine there. Yeah, and then you're still doing good. You see, you're comfortable right now. And there's the full hop for the reaction on shield. I like that option a lot. Definitely gonna start using that a little bit. You're landing with your aerials a little bit right now. Too much. Just gonna start scouting it, I think. Oh, that's good to know that beats that. Let's trap him, please. Okay, that's fine. You tried. And no, you're still good. You're doing much better this game. Yeah, they're the same setup. Nice Nair one up top. Oh, the taunt. Okay. Yeah, disadvantage and panic. Yep. I didn't know what you were gonna throw. I thought it was gonna be back air, but you threw side B. I know it was a misinput, but like still, you shouldn't be that close to him. You have to get out of there. Nice jabs. Nice, really good. You're playing neutral very well this game, actually. I'm very much about it. You gotta watch. I think you're having trouble. You're having trouble reacting to his rolls, and then your landings are really bad on this state. I think you're having trouble landing on a D. I'm not sure entirely. Oh, so you win that game. Was it with a drop down out of shield up smash? If it is, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Instead of doing F smash, when you do that little like full hop, wait for them to do something out of shield, little thing there. Do F tilt. Do F tilt or up tilt. Or better yet, just grab them immediately if they stay in shield. And you're going a little too far forward there, actually. Yeah, I don't know if you're playing. This is a good neutral exchange right here. I like this. Your positioning was a little off though, so you gotta play up B. Yeah, he knew you were gonna side B again. Yeah, okay, good landing punish. I would have gone underneath him and F smashed. Ooh, no side B. Nothing there. Yeah, roll back. 2 hits on shield, roll back. Scout it. It's gotta be death there next time it happens. Juke middle. And you dead for that? No, you should be though. Oh, you only think them with less. Okay. It's a very your Roy's very raw and malleable, and that's good. I thought you'd been playing the character for like a year or so. It's just a very raw Roy. It's very messy and untapped, and I can see there's a lot of your neutral decision making isn't too bad, but it wasn't that bad in that game. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can predict what you do. Fair. Attacking for disadvantage. That was a good tomahawk. I did not expect that. Tomahawk right back. Good landing up air. Oh, he's got to do high, and you air dodge. Nice DI. Nice DI. Okay, let's jump down. Yeah, you just gotta you're in that Mario zone right now. But see, here's the thing: is like, if you get antsy right here, he's just gonna kill you for it. Like you can't like freak out here. Bad landing. Drifted way too far and just got large. I've never seen that work so many times. Nice jab there. Oh, he's dead. Nice. Okay, so you didn't get antsy there. Good job. Oh, don't land near him. Okay. Scouted the approaching in there. Approaching in there is just so bad. Like I didn't even have that scouted myself, but it just is bad. People know to look out for it. So that's like the bad Roy thing to do. No down air. No down air. No down air. What are you doing? Now see, now you're like you were almost in disadvantage for that. No, now you're pressing forward too much. Spark would not be happy. Attacking for disadvantage. Yeah. This is really like this is fast, and it's not supposed to be fast. If this matchup is fast, then you lose. Because you're gonna make like he has to win neutral so much less than you if you commit. Yeah, dash forward. I think he baited that out of you. He dashed back and shielded. You should have been dead there. You essentially turn that situation to a 50-50. You guessed wrong, but you shouldn't have. That's the thing about Mario is you don't need to like challenge him there. You can just kind of hit him from underneath, and you got a big sword. You turn that to a base situation of 50-50, where if he shielded, he won. If he did shield, he lost. But if you go up there, it should be to grab him, because he can't kill you off a grab up there, but he can kill you if you up B. Like that's why up B is not such a great thing unless he jumps. He has to commit first if you want to go for up B. But if he grabbed you there at 110, he might have been dead. I'm not sure. Yeah, you probably. It's iffy, but like that's the thing is like you're definitely dead if you missed it up B. Oh wow, so that was about an hour and 20. That's not too long for me actually. I usually go longer in depth, but I'm not seeing anything like super different. I'm not seeing you try new stuff. So general thoughts. I've said pretty much all there is to say, I think. It's very raw, Roy. A lot of unpolished stuff. I like some of your ideas. I especially like landing next to somebody and then punishing their out of shield option if they can't grab you with like a hard button, but not F smash. I think I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna use F tilt or like a side. I usually do it with side B, but people know to shield that, and usually the first side B isn't close enough to hit. But I don't know. There's not a lot of moves that Roy has that have that much range to kind of get that sort of same reaction, but I'm gonna look into it a little bit. Yeah, I've said everything I intend to. You gotta chill on the F smashes. Yeah, figure out some new approach options at neutral, or sit and play reactionary. You have to kind of like it's like you're at the beginning of an RPG and you haven't decided what you want to spec into. I'm seeing a lot of ideas that are good and like fundamentals that are present with the character, but there's no development yet, which is fine. If you've really only been playing the character for a month, that's okay. And some of these criticisms are like less valid of me to say, but I didn't know that, and I'm not gonna critique it differently just depending. It's just like I'm not gonna critique it differently because you've been playing the character for a short amount of time. It's just you're playing the way you're playing, and that's it. Your decision making is your decision making. I think you'd benefit a lot from doing tilt stick just because you'd find yourself getting punished less for those committal options. You shouldn't be fishing for Nair 1 without Seasick Ner. Nair 1 without Seasick Ner is just not as good an option. It's really like not almost non-viable. And maybe optimize your throw follow-ups a little bit too. I didn't get to see a ton of them, and the matchups like that you played in aren't really that great for having long throw follow-ups. Fox is, you could have done better with Fox, but Fox you have to like know the certain follow-ups. Like there's literally